So I had a candidate who went to an interview with one of my clients. The process was that the candidate would go in, do a technical test, and then have the interview straight after. I quizzed the candidate in terms of the technical skills that the client was looking for. He pretty much knew everything. He then went to the interview. The client said, "Here's the test," sat down to do the test. He'd obviously gone outside of the window because then he'd realised that actually he lied his whole way through. The client came back and the room was empty, and yeah, that's when the client realised that the candidate had escaped via the window because actually he didn't have the technical abilities that he said he did.
We had a guy come in and see us, and he had been working for one of those dodgy broking firms, you know, where they're selling like Wolf of Wall Street kind of situation.
Yeah.
And he said he had a big gap on his CV, and we were like, well, so what happened there, like that? And he said he just said like I had to go away or something.
He said that he was sofa surfing with friends, but it was exactly 3 years, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Exactly 3 year gap on his CV. So we dug a little bit further, looked into this stockbroking firm he was working for, and it turns out all the employees had been arrested and had done 3 years worth of jail time. So I think that takes the best one.
He wouldn't tell us. He basically, but he came up with all this.
It was elaborate. It was really elaborate.
It was like, so what were you doing? Oh no, that was it. I don't remember now. He said the office got raided and it got shut down, and he said that because there was a chance that he might get in trouble for it, he had to lay low.
Yeah,
3 years.
That was it.
What do you mean he laid low?
Yeah.
He was telling us he was doing all these crazy things when actually he was in prison. he got arrested, marched out. You know, like Wolf of Wall Street. Then the FBI turn up, and unfortunately for him, he was just an employee of the company. But what they were all doing was illegal. So he actually got busted, but he was told by his bosses that what they were doing was legal, so he was just a bit stupid. But yeah, that was
probably the biggest. Yeah,
that was one of the concocting a story to cover up the fact that he was actually in prison.
And we had another incident where we had a candidate who didn't show up for his interview with one of our clients, so we called him and tried to find out why he was running late, and his reasoning was that he had been mugged. And so he said that his phone had been stolen, his keys, his wallet and his phone, and he couldn't call to say he was going to be late. And then we were just like, but you're calling us off your mobile. And then the call went dead. We never heard from him again. So I think that was one of the more kind of funny lies we heard on interviews. Yeah.
I think I remember one a few years ago where this guy had come in for an interview with me, and I can't remember his name. It was years ago when I was doing IT recruitment, and he gave me his name and had his CV and everything on it. I got him a job with, I think, the BBC, and he was really good. He was like an IT developer or something. And it turned out that his name wasn't real, nothing on his CV was real, and he'd actually been a pretty hardcore criminal. And I notified the BBC. Luckily, he was out of rebate, but he. And they said, "Oh no, we had to let him go because he stole all our laptops." he said we got him on CCTV walking out with all these laptops. But it turned out that his name, his address, and everything on his CV was a complete lie, and he was just a criminal, and he would get jobs in place. But the ironic thing was they said when he actually was here doing some work, he was one of the best. He shouldn't do it.
Yeah.
But that was pretty scary. We got in trouble with the client for not really referencing him properly.